Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to City Skylines 2, where today is the day they officially release the game. And while my game is kind of struggling to play right now, we have a tornado in the distance. Is my game okay? What's going on here? Excuse me, game. Can you stop glitching? That's completely thrown me off. They released the game today, boys. And I'm kind of excited for this. I will be doing a live stream later today, so if you want to come by and say hello and see what you boys getting up to, then make sure that you kind of notify yourself on the stream that I currently have scheduled. But I will be streaming the game today. The game does come out, and this will probably be the last video that you see from this experimental city before your boy starts to create his brand new city. But I want to take a look today at the ability to export outside of the region in terms of power. Now, a lot of you guys have been really requesting me that I hook up the big power lines here to my kind of power producers, my power plants, my windmills and all that kind of jazz. Because you have the ability to sell the excess out of the region, and a lot of you guys really want to see it because apparently it can be very highly profitable. So we're going to check that out in today's episode. The tornadoes are going a little bit crazy. We've had a fair few tornadoes, right, in this city, but none of them have actually come into the city, so we haven't really seen what type of destruction that they can do. But yeah. It's going to be interesting. But if you have enjoyed these videos, boys, and you're hyped for the release, and you are also hyped for your boy to build a real city, then smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comment section down below, you damn folios. So what I'm going to do first then, because we have all these power lines here running on this side of the map. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to unlock a few additional tiles. I'll unlock all these tiles here. There we go. And I'm going to move my power supplies to over in this area. So if I purchase all of them, I know it's going to be quite expensive, but boom, purchased. I'm going to move my power supplies over here because we also have a little bit of a hill, which should really help out our wind kind of turbines. But also it's kind of slightly out of the way as well, and I can kind of then put more zoning down there if I really wanted to. Now, within this area, what I'm going to do is I'm now going to delete... Am I in underground mode? Even in City Skylines 2, I managed to end up in underground mode. What is going on, boys? What is going on right now? We're going to delete all of these power lines here, just far back enough so I can kind of build an area around here to access it. And do you think we need... Yeah, I'm about to say, do we think we need to kind of build some type of interchange here? We kind of do. I might build a pre-made one. Let me see what the pre-made ones are looking like these days. What should we go with? Something beautiful, something crazy, something over the top, something basic, something simple. I think we'll just go for like this. It's kind of like it's. I wouldn't say it's a trumpet. What do they call it? Oh, it's a trumpet roundabout. Okay. So we'll delete from here, and I'll go up to about there. We'll delete down to here as well, because we need to try and implement this in here, which. Awkwardly, it's now about to go slightly up a hill, but that's all okay, boys. That's all okay. Boom, we placed it in. So we'll quickly get the highway roads all set up. So these are 2-laners. So 2-laners. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I just want to kind of get it done really quick and simple. I do love the way that you can now build in this with the roads. It just makes life so much easier. Right, we try and continually build this and get some nice little connections. There we go. There we go. So we can now enter this area to where we can pretty much set up. I mean, I know we're about to drive dramatically uphill, but we can pretty much set up then a nice little kind of section for our power and all that jazz. So without connecting the road just yet, we'll get our 4-lane medium roads. And we'll bring this first coming through down to here. And I'll lead it down all the way down to the bottom. As if that's where we're going to run it all. And then we just need to get this then connected. So if I go from about there to here. And then we'll use our continuous to kind of bend round and then in. Nice and simple. And hopefully this all now goes to plan again. So the 2-lane roads, we want this side to go into there. Oh, I'm still uncontinuous. There we go. And then this side to go into there. It's never been so simple to connect up these roads, has it? I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it works. It freaking works. So I can press play right now. It will slightly adjust the vehicles on the roads, but There we go. We have a beautiful, beautiful connection. So down here then, we want to reconfigure all of our little network. So first things first then, we're going to bring this up and out to about there and bring it slightly up and in. And we're going to move all of our coal plants down here to begin with. So just nice and simple radius there where I can move all the coal plants over. Now we do need to make sure that the utilities do connect. So if I grab these pipes, and is it just simple, quick and easy to connect from here? Hopefully it is to there. Does that connect? I don't think that connects, does it? Did that connect? Those connected. Why did it make it so difficult? Why can't you just basically snap? There we go. Damn fools. And then we got to do the underground. So if I go underground, I'm now in underground clicky mode. And we go from there. Right, I think we're doing it, boys. I think we're doing it right now. To over here. They don't half make it slightly visually difficult to kind of see where we're meant to be clicking. But I think utilities are now all in place. So if I move my coal power plants, let's start with you, relocate all the way over to here, we shouldn't really have any issues. So if I drop you in, do I go there? No, we'll place it like here. We'll place it here. Boom. And if I press play, is that all still okay? So if I fast forward, yes, water power. No, water and sewage. Oh yeah, power's a different view. I always forget power's a different view. I wish they could allow us to build, like, you know, when we have, I can either build water pipes or sewage or then combined, but then have a third one that also then combines electricity. That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? Right, anywho, that's now all in. So if I move all my power stuff over to here, we can then set up the exports and see how much cashola we are ultimately going to be making. So move it all over first then. We've got you, relocate over here. La-di-da-di-da. So I believe I have got 3 coal power plants. What's this here? This is a chemical plant. And then I've got a couple of wind turbines. You know what I might do? Just delete the wind turbines and rebuild them. Now, is that the only power that I've got? Let me go into power mode again. I believe so. That is the only power producers that I have right now. Now, currently, technically, they produce, if I press play, there's a bottleneck formed. Oh no. Oh no, it's our first bottleneck. Right, hold on. But they don't produce enough. So let me also build, how much are these again? 100,000. Another one of these bad boys. So what does that then produce? Just out of interest before I change it. So we're producing more than we're consuming, which is good. And then we're going to have to now sort out this bottleneck. So this is the first time I've had to sort out a bottleneck right now. It's kind of interesting. And we'll run this pretty far in. I don't know where to take it. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this. Does that even connect? Does it? Does it want to connect? Well, it does connect. I think it might be this. Yo, Mr. Bottleneck. What you doing? What you doing? I've added more wires in. Do you mind? Do you mind, Mr. Bottleneck? What if I... Can I get onto this one? Okay, no, that didn't really like to play ball. That didn't really like to play ball, did it? No. Why is he not doing it? What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on here, boys? Are they choosing to take the roads? Oh, hang on. That's kind of... gone red as well. I might say, are they choosing to take the roads over anything else? I can't understand why. Maybe it's to do with this. Have I got to shorten it, maybe? That's still a no. What if I shorten the distance here? Do they pick one over the other? I don't quite understand this right now. Maybe I should have paid attention to what the bottleneck issue thingy-majig came up and said. So, 4-lane roads that allows... Well, I know that. There is not enough electricity transfer capacity at this point. Grid required a power plant. Now, didn't we have the ability to build substations? A transformer transforms high voltage currents from the power plant to low voltage currently used by buildings. Now, I don't know if this is worthwhile for anything here. Or if it... Oh, hold on. I was in pause mode the whole time. That's why. That's why. Right, don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. I was in pause mode the whole time. What a noob! What a noob. Now, apparently we've got no water. Now, it's most likely down to the fact that our water is not very good. Now, the reason our water's not very good is because there's not enough electricity. Oh, we're having a right nightmare, aren't we, boys? We're having a right nightmare right now. Now, we ain't got enough electricity because we're not consuming them, because we're not producing enough, is because we don't have enough water. Oh, it's a vicious cycle. It truly is a vicious cycle right now. Right, let me get a ground pumping station down, another one. So that should hopefully produce some water to turn these puppies back on. For them to produce electricity, and now we've got no complaints. Right. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode where today we're going to be exporting power, finally. So let's do this then. With the minimal excess that we do produce, let's hook these up. So by the looks of it, we got to bring... Am I in underground still? Or am I above ground? There we go, I'm above ground. Right, so what we'll do, we'll bring this out to here and I'll run it up to there. I'll also connect you up to there. Bring this up and out to here, and in we go. And then do the exact same thing for this side. But I'll go across. We'll connect you into there. This can be connected as well, but I'll connect it anyway. And we should... There we go. We're now exporting 28 watts. Megawatts. So what does that do for our money then? I wonder. Now, it's hard to tell what's it changed now hourly, because we've always been losing money. But Night City stats are money. So, services, electricity. So we're currently exporting 70 big ones. Now, what's this based on? Is this based on hourly, weekly, daily? Oh, monthly. Okay, it's based on monthly. So we're exporting 70 big ones a month. Now, the maintenance is pretty high. But it's 70 grand a month that we was not getting anyway. So that's what you've got to remember. It's 70 grand that you wasn't getting anyway, but now you're exporting. So let's add some more stuff to it. Let's start with wind turbines then. So we're on a pretty decent hill right now. So we should be able to place down a nice little wind farm. And it all producing 5 megawatts. Now, I am going slightly OTT, but it is getting me quite excited to export power. Now, I've got to connect all these underground. So, if possible, can I zigzag without trying to cause too much bottlenecking? We'll connect this to the road. There we go. Trying to give it a few different options and routes. It's probably putting a lot of pressure on that one. So I'll do that. There we go, there we go, there we go. And on this side, bam, bam. Ooh, what happened there? Bam, 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 well, bam. So, all the wind turbines are now pretty much hooked up. To now the point where I'm exporting 114 megawatts. 113. It's floating around that number. Now, we were making an excess of 70 grand. So my current trend money is, what I'm losing in hours now gone up. But I'm now exporting the equivalent of, ooh, 283,000. But in return, my maintenance has gone really high. So a service fee. This is what we can change here. Citizens and businesses pay a service fee for using electricity, which offsets some of its production costs. Budget here, okay, is the efficiency. The electricity service overall, electricity rate to the city also affects the happiness of citizens compared to it. So I could increase this maybe by a couple of percent, but it doesn't really change that much. This here reduces our budget. So I don't particularly think, right, that you can make money, well, I say profit versus expenses. Okay, so in reality, I'm making 270,541. 270,541. Now, if I just pick an additional wind turbine, there's 5 megawatts. Connect you up. So 270,541. So 541 has now become an extra 15 grand. Versus the 13 grand it's increased there. So if anything, right, I have a deficit of 2 grand. Now, like I said, you can change it to reduce the efficiency. But by reducing the efficiency, it also means that I'm assuming, also reducing how much you can potentially export. Or is that not the case? Ooh. Okay. So we're still kind of technically exporting the same. But the available electricity is next to nothing. So we're having issues. Okay, so I don't think, right, this is my thought process now. I don't think I was expecting to make a profit. I don't know why. But I don't think it's a case of it's there to make a profit. I think it's more of the fact that it's there so you can sell the excess so you make money rather than no money. Some money is better than no money. I think that is the point of it. I was slightly expecting to make a profit, but, you know, thinking about it, that's not going to be the case. It's there so you get some money rather than no money. And I think that's a pretty cool thing because in previous City Skylines, you wouldn't have made nothing from the excess. So the fact that you can make some money from the excess and it slowly kind of crawl back some of the debts that you've got is pretty good. So, yeah, I'll just keep making money until it kind of goes back. I mean, it has slightly increased the export. Maybe those numbers do kind of slightly pump up. But, yeah, you'll never make more than what you got there. But then again, you are also technically using a lot of it too. Are we making a profit of education? Yes. Yes, we are. Transportation? No. No, we're not. We've got roads, water and sewage. We can also change the service even that. Now, can you export water and sewage? I'm trying to look around the map for some pipes. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can, right? Where's our outside connections? There we go, outside connections. So we have a power one. Nothing there. Plane. Road. So do I not have any ability to export, for example, water and stuff out of the region? What I'll do is we'll grab all these tiles here and those and purchase them just so I have access to the edge of the map. Now, these are roads and train lines. I wonder if... Well, how you would know is... Because if you look at power here, you have an export section, water and sewage. You also have an export section. Now, garbage doesn't. So it's just water and sewage. So in a place where I don't have... Can I connect like... Oh! You can just create your own connections. Oh, this is funny. So I can now export my sewage and water. I can also import as well if I don't have enough. That's the other side of it as well, don't forget. So if you're ever not producing enough water or sewage, kind of, or power capacity, it will import instead, so you'll start paying it. So we're making nearly 300 grand off the exports there. The water and sewage, 750. We're raking it in, boys. We're raking it in right now. 1,000. It's 1,000 more than we were making before anyway. That's how you got to see it. That's how you've got to see it. But you connect it to like, you could also say you connect it to the main network in a weird way. So you could also import and export when needed. Now, apparently, we've got not enough power. How have we not got enough power? Or is it a bottleneck? Ah, we have bottlenecks. That's what it is. Damn, you got to keep on top of these bottlenecks, don't you, boys? Got to keep on top of these bottlenecks. It's like traffic management, but underground. Alright, is that stopping the bottlenecks? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, that's pretty good. So, how are we doing with these exports then? So, services, electricity. You can see the difference now. So maybe the bottleneck was meaning that some of the buildings weren't getting what they needed, which means we could export it more. Maybe that's what it was. Water and sewage, 6 grand. Again, it's just all additional money that you weren't getting. It's not going to make you rich, but it does cover some of the bills. That's how you've got to see it. That is how you've got to see it. But I don't think there's anything else you can kind of export, technically, that's not a product. So it's just electricity, water and sewage. It would be nice if it broke down what was being actually exported. And then everything else is just the stuff that we create. That's kind of cool, isn't it? I'm kind of quite impressed. There's a weird part of me that would wish we could make a profit, but we could sell electricity to the highest bidder and like just create like a power industry. But the next best thing, at least it covers some of our bills. So that is a huge, huge bonus. I think we'll end it for here then, boys. We've got the release of the game coming up. Your boys live streaming today. Make sure you come by and say hello. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.